Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, I'm Silver Shepherd and I talk about anything and everything gold and silver related. And if you've ever spent too much money on silver or wasted money on things that you probably should not have, well, you're in the same boat as so many other people. And with silver at $50 an ounce in 2025, more new stackers are entering the market than we've seen in years. And that's great, but it also means a lot of people are making the exact same expensive mistakes. So in today's video, I'm going to break down 5 beginner mistakes that all people must avoid in 2025. And I promise mistake number 5 might save you more money than anything else you'll hear today. So stick with me until then, and I'll share exactly how I would start stacking in 2025 starting from zero. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Mistake number 1 is paying premiums that make no sense. Silver is $50 an ounce, but depending on what you buy, you might actually be paying $60, $65, or even $75 per ounce without ever realizing it. And beginners fall for this a lot of the time. Here's the truth. Not all silver is priced equally. Premiums can destroy your long-term returns, and shiny designs don't equal better value. A lot of new stackers see a cool looking coin and think, I have to have that. But you're not buying collectibles, you're stacking weight. If your goal is to build wealth with silver, your focus should be maximizing ounces while minimizing the premiums. The smartest buys right now in 2025 are generic rounds, 10-ounce bars, 5-ounce bars, and secondary market bullion. American silver eagles are great, but paying $10 to $15 premium just because it's an eagle makes no financial sense unless you're just collecting. Sure, some of these special design or Christmas specific coins while we're in the season look great, but unless you're specifically collecting, they make no sense. If you're paying $10 to $20 over spot, you're already starting in a hole, and that's not good going forwards. Mistake number 2 is not having a real strategy. Stacking silver without a plan is like going to the gym without a workout routine. You'll do something, but you don't really know if you're making progress or not. Most beginners fall into the trap of just buying whatever looks cool or whatever's on their mind that day. Instead, you need to know why you're stacking, what your budget is, what types of silver you're focusing on, and what your stacking timeline looks like. Here's the strategy I recommend for 2025. Number 1 is to set a monthly budget. Even $50 to $200 a month adds up over a long period of time. Number 2 is to decide your ratio. 70% low premium bullion, 20% government coins, and 10% into junk silver collectibles. I would specify that to be junk silver. Avoid collectibles unless you are a collectible stacker. Number 3 is to set yearly weight goals. If you want to hit 100 ounces this year, you have to buy a certain amount per month. This can help avoid burnout and keep you motivated to keep stacking even whenever prices are high or whenever there's a dip or anything like that. And tip number 4 is to track your average cost per ounce. This keeps you disciplined, but also know which shops that you're going to give you the best price and best discounts. And this can help keep your cost lower over the longest period of time. The people who win with silver are the people who stick to a long-term plan. But mistake number 3 is thinking that silver will make you rich overnight. I love silver, I stack silver, and I believe in silver as a long-term wealth preservation. But silver is not a lottery ticket, a get-rich-quick plan, or something that doubles your money overnight. Silver is a long-term hedge. It's slow, it's steady, and it's insurance, especially at $50 an ounce. Price swings can be wild. It can hit 60 or it can drop back to 30. That's normal for silver. The winners in this game understand that you have to stack consistently, hold your silver for years, even decades, and not panic whenever the price dips. If you're trying to get rich fast, silver is not the right vehicle for that. Go to Bitcoin, risky stocks. If you're here to protect your money long term, you're in the right place, and keep investing in silver and staying disciplined for that reason. Mistake number 4 is ignoring security and storage. This is one beginners never think about until something bad happens. Silver is real, it's heavy, and it takes up a lot of space. And once thieves know you have it, they don't forget that. You absolutely need to think about storage from day 1. But here are your options. Number 1 is a home safe, but that should be bolted into the floor and keep it obviously in a place that thieves won't think to check. And make sure it's fire, because if your home ever catches on fire and the stuff were to obviously melt, that would be a terrible thing. So keeping it in a fireproof safe can honestly save you a lot of stress in case that were to ever unfortunately happen. Recommendation number 2 is to spread out your holdings. Don't keep every ounce in one place. You can split it into a home safe, secondary location, bank safe deposit, security vault, and number 3 is to keep your mouth shut when it comes to it. The fewer people who know you stack, the better. And trust me, once your stack grows past 100 ounces, 200 ounces, 500 ounces, this all becomes even more important, because that's more money that you have in savings. So if any of that money were to disappear, it would be a reckoning. Silver stacking is exciting, but you should stay quiet, when telling people that in person or, out in the wild that you have silver, because that's another person that could tell. Mistake number 5 is overlooking liquidity and exit strategy. This one is the biggest mistake of all, because everyone knows how to buy silver, but almost nobody knows how to sell it. So let me break that down for you. The most liquid: American Silver Eagles, generic 1-ounce coins, and 10-ounce bars from well-known mints like Scottsdale, Silvertown, Aside, Germania. These sell fast and usually for good premiums. Moderate liquidity are things like higher ounce bars, maybe 20 or anything like that, foreign bullion, and some numismatic pieces. They're still valuable, but might take longer to move in high stress situations. And then low liquidity: weird shaped pieces, ultra collectible silver, and odd weight bars like kilos or anything like that. If your local coin shop can't price it quickly, it's going to sit for a while, and that's not good. Your exit strategy matters. Whether you're selling at an LCS, online, private buyer, or during an emergency, you need silver that people understand and actually want. A solid exit strategy looks like keeping 50 to 70% of your stack in easily sellable bullion. Number 2 is keeping fractional silver for emergencies. Number 3 is keep records of when and where you bought the items. And number 4 is to know which LCSs offer you the best buyback prices. Silver stacking isn't just about growing the pile. It's about making sure the pile is actually usable if the situations ever arise. So how would I start stacking silver in 2025? If I were a beginner stacking today at $50 an ounce, here's exactly how I would do it. Step 1 is I would start with low premium bullion. I'd buy 10-ounce bars, generic rounds, and anything like that. I'd aim to get 20 to 50 ounces of the cheapest silver possible, just to build a good solid foundation. Step number 2 is to add recognizable pieces. Once you add some weight, you should pick up American Silver Eagles, Britannias, Maple Leafs, specifically whatever country you reside in. Not just for stacking, but for liquidity and trust. Step 3 is to stay consistent, whether it's $50, $100, $200 per month or week. I'd stick to it for an entire year, maybe bump it up if you can. If not, just stick with it over the decades and your ounces will add up, I promise. Step 4 is to track your average cost. If you don't track your average cost per ounce, you're just buying random. Keep a simple Google sheet or whatever like that of the date, ounces purchased, total spent, and cost per ounce. Step 5 is to build to 100 ounces as fast as comfortably possible. You want to dollar cost average this, of course, but the first 100 ounces is where your stacking becomes fun. It gives you confidence and it gives you options. Step 6 is to focus on long-term storage. Get a safe, get organized, and don't tell a bunch of people about your stack. The less that know, the better. The people who succeed in silver stacking don't have the biggest stacks. They have the smartest strategies to go about it. So those are the top 5 beginner mistakes that stackers must avoid in 2025. Silver's $50 an ounce today, and that means decisions that you make right now matter more than ever. So if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below how many ounces you're aiming for this year. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.